the power of imagination and faith. What if I told you that the life you're dreaming about isn't crazy? It's calling you. What if the vision in your heart, the one that keeps you up at night, the one that feels too big, too wild, too impossible, is actually your destiny knocking? See, too many people shut down their dreams because their reality doesn't match their imagination. But that imagination is not a mistake. It's a preview of what's possible. And when you match that imagination with unshakable faith, when you believe in it like it's already done, that's when the shift happens. That's when the impossible starts to move in your favor. Every great achievement begins in the mind. Before a business is built, before a dream becomes reality, before a single step is taken, imagination lays the foundation. That picture you keep seeing in your head, the one that keeps showing up no matter how hard you try to ignore it. That's not just a thought. That's your preview. That's a glimpse into the potential that's buried inside you. It's the way your creator whispers to your soul, there's more for you. It's the internal movie trailer of a life waiting to be lived, a purpose waiting to be fulfilled. But here's the catch. Most people see the preview and then doubt its possibility because it doesn't match their current surroundings. They look around and say, I don't have the money. I don't know the right people. I've made too many mistakes. And they let the vision fade. But the dream didn't come to you by accident. That picture in your head is a seed, and it's your responsibility to water it. Imagination isn't just for daydreamers, it's the fuel for doers. The world will tell you to get real, to be practical, to shrink your thoughts down to what's already been done. But your imagination was never meant to live inside a box. It was designed to stretch beyond your surroundings and reach into your potential. When you imagine yourself successful, when you visualize a life of purpose, of abundance, of impact, you're not playing pretend. You're tapping into a higher calling. You're pulling from a place beyond what eyes can see. And if you can see it internally, you can start to chase it externally. That image you carry, the better job, the business, the healed relationship, the personal breakthrough, it was given to you because you have something inside that can build it. You don't need the full plan right now. You don't need every step laid out. You need to honor the vision by taking it seriously, by believing it's possible, even when everything around you says it's not. That's how the process starts. That's how lives change. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they stop believing in the picture their imagination gave them. They lose faith in what could be because what is looks too heavy. But nothing great ever happened without someone first imagining it. Every skyscraper was once a sketch. Every song was once a hum. Every breakthrough was once a bold idea that someone refused to let go of. You've got to stop dismissing your imagination like it's nothing. That vision is evidence. It's confirmation that something greater is trying to be born through you. You wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't possible for you. And the more you lean into it, the more real it becomes. When you wake up and start taking steps, even small ones, that vision starts growing. Opportunities begin to show up. People align, circumstances shift, but it all starts with that first internal. Yes, that decision to stop treating your imagination like a fantasy and start treating it like a future. So trust the picture, nurture it, write it down, speak life into it, don't let it fade. Because the moment you honor what's in your imagination is the moment you start stepping into the life that was meant for you. Not someone else. You. It's not too late. It's not too big, and it's definitely not impossible. You've already seen the preview. Now it's time to believe in the promise. Faith is the driving force behind every dream that's ever come to life. You can have the biggest imagination in the world, but if you don't have the faith to chase it, it'll stay stuck in your mind, never reaching your hands. Faith is what makes you move when you don't see the outcome. It's that unshakable belief that says, I don't know how, but I know it will. And that kind of belief has power. It pulls you through fear, pushes you past doubt, and keeps you going even when the road is foggy. When you have faith, you don't need all the answers. You just need to trust the one who gave you the vision in the first place. You take the step, and the ground shows up under your feet. Most people get paralyzed waiting on a clear path. They want to see every door open, every obstacle removed, and every plan laid out before they begin. But that's not how faith works. Faith isn't knowing every step. It's moving in spite of not knowing. It's showing up to the battlefield with no guarantee of victory, but with full confidence in the God who's fighting for you. When you let faith lead, you stop waiting for the perfect moment and you start creating momentum. You show up to the job interview you don't feel qualified for. You apply for the loan, even if you've been denied before. You step on the stage, start the business, write the book, whatever it is you've been imagining, because faith tells you, do it anyway. Faith teaches you how to walk with courage when your circumstances scream fear. It helps you see potential in the middle of problems. It allows you to move forward with peace, even when chaos surrounds you. That's the difference between those who win and those who wish. They believe before they see. They walk like it's already done. They act like the door is already open. And because they move like that, doors do open. Not by coincidence, but because faith attracts favor. It draws opportunity. It opens people's hearts. It changes the atmosphere around you because it changes the energy within you. But let's be real. Faith isn't always easy. There will be moments when you question everything. You'll wonder if the dream was real. You'll look at the mountain in front of you and feel small. That's when faith has to speak louder than fear. That's when you remind yourself of how far you've come, how much you've overcome, and how much is still possible. You might cry, you might stumble, but you don't stop. You don't sit still. Because faith doesn't live in comfort. It lives in motion. Faith also sharpens your focus. When you walk in faith, you stop chasing approval from people. You stop needing validation. You stop explaining your vision to people who were never meant to see it. You stay locked in on what you believe is possible, and that tunnel vision keeps you steady when distractions come. Because they will come. Doubt will show up dressed like logic. Fear will pretend to be wisdom. But faith cuts through all that noise. It tells you, keep going. You're closer than you think. So if you've been imagining something greater for your life, don't just dream it, believe it. Move like it's already yours. Let faith be the engine that drives your imagination into action. You don't have to know how everything will work out. You just have to believe that it will. And when you do that, when you let your feet match your faith, you'll be shocked by how fast things start to shift. The vision is possible, but it needs your faith to live. Sometimes we make the mistake of thinking our present situation defines who we are and where we're headed. We get so caught up in what we're going through that we forget what we're capable of becoming. Maybe you're in a season where nothing looks right. You're stuck in a job that doesn't inspire you. You're surrounded by people who don't support you. You've been trying, grinding, pushing, but it feels like nothing is working. That's when the lie creeps in. The lie that says, this is all there is. But let me tell you something real. Your current reality does not define your future. Where you are right now is not the full story. It's just a chapter, not the whole book. You might be in a tough place right now, but tough places are often the training grounds for greatness. Nobody builds strength in comfort. Nobody finds purpose on a smooth path. It's the struggle that teaches you. It's the pain that shapes you. The pressure you're feeling right now. That's not a sign to quit. It's a sign that something greater is forming. Every storm has a reason. Every setback has a setup in it. You're not stuck. You're being positioned. And when you start to look at your life through that lens, everything changes. You stop saying, "Why me?" And you start saying, "What's this teaching me?" You don't have to have it all together today. You don't need all the answers. What you do need is the ability to believe that where you're going is bigger than where you are. That kind of belief keeps you grounded when life gets messy. It helps you push forward when you feel like giving up. Because here's the truth. Even if your reality looks dark right now, you still carry the light of purpose inside you. And nothing around you can cancel what's been placed within you. Your gifts are still intact. Your calling is still alive. Your future is still bright, even if your present feels cloudy. Think about the people who've made it in life, not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally, relationally. They didn't always come from perfect places. Many of them came from struggle, from rejection, from pain. But what set them apart is that they didn't let their environment limit their vision. They didn't let their current conditions silence their inner conviction. They knew deep down that there was more for them. And they held on to that belief long enough to see it become real. That's what you've got to do too. You've got to stop letting your surroundings control your sight. Stop letting temporary things make permanent decisions for you. Just because you're in a low season doesn't mean you have a low destiny. You've got to speak over your own life sometimes. You've got to remind yourself, this is not how my story ends. Even if you've made mistakes, even if you've lost time, even if people have walked away, your future is still in motion. It hasn't been canceled. It hasn't been denied. It's waiting on you to believe in it again, to imagine it, to speak it, to act like it's possible, because it is. No job, no person, no bank account can limit the plan that's been placed over your life. They might delay it. They might distract you, but they can't destroy what's already destined. So lift your head, straighten your back. Stop letting your current reality bully your vision. You're built for more, and more is coming. The road might be rough now, but that doesn't mean it always will be. Better is still on the way. Keep walking. Keep believing. Your future is too powerful to be determined by your now. Every breakthrough starts with belief. But that belief has to show up in how you live, how you talk, how you carry yourself. It's not enough to say you believe. Your actions have to agree with your words. You can't pray for a bigger life while thinking in small circles. You can't say you believe in your dream and then spend every day doubting your abilities. At some point, you have to move like it's already happening. Faith and imagination are powerful, but they require alignment. That means you start showing up with the mindset of who you're becoming, not just who you are today. If you see yourself as successful, then act successful. If you see yourself as a leader, then carry yourself like one. Speak like it, think like it, live like it. When you align your mindset with your vision, you stop settling. You stop shrinking yourself to fit into environments that were never meant for you. You stop explaining your dreams to people who don't have the capacity to understand them. You stop taking advice from folks who've never gone where you're trying to go. Instead, you surround yourself with people who challenge you, who stretch your thinking, who push you to keep growing. You protect your peace, your energy, your time, because you know those things are connected to your future. You start to become intentional. You don't just hope for success, you prepare for it. Alignment also shows up in your discipline. You can't expect to see progress if your actions don't match your purpose. You want to start a business? Are you studying the game? Are you investing your time into it? You dream of being healthy. Are you making the daily decisions that support that dream? You want to be great? Then be consistent. Consistency is the bridge between imagination and reality. Every step, every choice, every sacrifice adds up. People often look at someone who made it and think they got lucky. No, they aligned their effort with their vision. They worked like it was already theirs. They didn't wait until the opportunity showed up to get ready. They stayed ready. It's not always easy. You'll have moments when you feel like giving up. Times when nothing seems to be working. You'll question whether it's even worth it. That's when alignment matters most. Because when your life is in sync with your purpose, you don't quit just because it gets hard. You keep going because you've made a decision that you're not going back. You've tasted the vision, and now you're hungry for the future. So you push through. You sacrifice comfort for growth. You ignore distractions. You discipline your thoughts, your time, your habits, because you understand the cost of not aligning with your calling is too high. Living in alignment doesn't mean perfection. It means progress. It means being honest with yourself about where you're falling short and then choosing to do better. It means catching yourself when fear starts to creep in and reminding yourself of the promise you're chasing. It means celebrating the small wins along the way and keeping your eyes on the bigger picture. You don't let the noise of the world drown out the voice inside you telling you what's possible. You listen to that voice. You trust it. And then you move in that direction like your life depends on it, because it does. So don't just dream it, live like it, talk like it, prepare like it. Let your actions match your faith. Let your lifestyle match your vision. When your mind, your habits, and your choices all align with your purpose, you become unstoppable. That's when the doors start to open. That's when the right people show up. That's when opportunity finds you. Not because you were lucky, but because you were aligned. Imagination is one of the most powerful forces you have. It's your ability to see something that hasn't happened yet as if it already has. It's the picture in your mind that pulls you forward when nothing around you is changing. But what happens to most people is they stop using their imagination the way it was designed. Instead of using it to build dreams, they use it to build fear. They imagine the worst case scenario, the failures, the judgment, the setbacks. And the more they imagine those things, the more they start to live like they're real. But here's the truth: the same mind that creates fear can create freedom. The same imagination that shows you everything that could go wrong is the same tool that can show you everything that could go right. You just have to choose how to use it. You've got to start picturing the win. Picture yourself walking in your purpose. Picture yourself thriving in your gift. Picture yourself in the place you've been dreaming about, surrounded by the people, the opportunities, the peace, the joy. Get specific. See it in color. Hear it. Feel it. Let it become so real in your mind that it starts to shape your decisions. Because when you see yourself differently, you start acting differently. You start making choices not based on where you are, but based on where you're going. That's what imagination does. It pulls your behavior forward. Now, pairing that imagination with faith is where the real power is. Faith is what lets you believe in what you can't see yet. It's what gives you the confidence to keep moving, even when the path isn't clear. Faith tells you that what's in your heart is real, even when nobody else sees it. And when you combine the two, when you imagine your future, and you have the faith to believe in it, that's when things start to move. That's when you get up with purpose. When you stay disciplined, even when it's hard, when you bounce back from failure quicker, because deep down, you know what's coming. But don't expect everyone to understand that vision. Not everybody will get it, and that's okay. Your imagination wasn't given to a committee. It was given to you. It's your preview, your trailer of what's possible. So protect it, feed it, speak life into it. Because the moment you stop imagining, you start settling. You start accepting the version of life that others tell you is realistic instead of chasing the one you were born for. Sometimes the only thing separating the life you're living and the life you dream about is the courage to believe that it's possible. You've got to dare to see more for yourself, even if you've failed before, even if it's taken longer than you thought, even if nobody claps for you. You've got to hold that vision like it's a promise, because it is. And if you keep believing, keep speaking it, keep walking like it's yours, the gap between your vision and your reality will start to close. So the next time fear tries to hijack your mind, take it back. Replace it with a vision that inspires you. Speak out loud what you see for yourself. Affirm it daily. Journal it, pray on it, act like it. Because when your imagination is aligned with faith, mountains move, doors open, strength rises. And even if the world hasn't seen it yet, you know what's on the way. That belief, that vision isn't just a dream, it's direction. And it's taking you exactly where you're meant to go. When you hold a vision in your heart and back it with unwavering faith, life has a way of aligning the right opportunities to meet your effort. But let's make one thing clear: your gift, your imagination, and your faith are not enough if you're not taking consistent, committed action. Nothing moves until you do. So many people are waiting on a sign, waiting on the perfect time, waiting on someone else to validate their dream. But the truth is, the power is already in your hands. You've got to stop waiting and start walking. Even if the path isn't clear, even if you don't have all the resources, even if you feel underqualified. Movement is what activates momentum. You won't always feel ready, and that's okay. Growth never happens in your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to take the leap and build the wings on the way down. You might not know how to do everything, but you know how to start. And starting is what separates dreamers from doers. It's in the doing that the lessons come. It's in the showing up that the connections form. It's in the consistency that confidence grows. There's something about taking action that tells life you're serious about where you're headed. And when life sees that seriousness, it responds. Action doesn't always look glamorous. Sometimes it's late nights and early mornings. Sometimes it's working when you're tired, showing up when you're discouraged, staying focused when no one is clapping. But those moments build the kind of resilience that can't be shaken. You don't get greatness without grit. You don't get results without discipline. You don't get to the next level if you're only willing to work when it's easy. Success comes to those who show up when nobody's watching, who keep their word to themselves, who move by faith, not by feelings. You might not be where you want to be yet, but every small step you take in the direction of your dream is progress. Every call made, every skill practiced, every habit built, it's all adding up. Sometimes the steps feel invisible, but they're still moving you forward. You can't plant a seed today and expect fruit tomorrow. But if you water it, nurture it, and stay patient, the harvest will come. Trust the process. Honor the process. Respect the season you're in. There's no shortcut to becoming who you're called to be. You've got to walk every mile of that journey. There will be detours. There will be days when it feels like nothing is working. You'll face doubt, fear, rejection, and delay. But don't let any of that make you question the vision. Don't let obstacles make you forget the promise. Action and faith means you keep moving even when it's hard. You keep building even when it's quiet. You keep showing up even when you feel unseen. Because the day will come when everything you prayed for, prepared for, and pushed through will show up in front of you. And it'll make sense. The late nights, the sacrifices, the setbacks, they'll all be part of your testimony. This journey is not about perfection, it's about obedience. It's about responding to that inner calling with action. It's about showing life you're ready by walking in that readiness every single day. So whatever it is you've been imagining, whatever dream you've been holding, whatever calling you've been hearing, it's time to take the step. Not next week, not when it feels easier. Right now. Because when faith meets action, doors open. When belief meets movement, lives change. And when vision meets execution, the impossible becomes reality. You're not waiting on the world to change, you're the change. So start walking like it. You were never meant to live life playing small. The vision you carry, the gift inside you, the faith that keeps nudging you forward, none of that is random. It's purpose. It's direction. And when you choose to imagine boldly, believe deeply, and move faithfully, you give that purpose room to breathe. You don't need everything figured out. You just need to start. Use what you have. Trust what you carry. And know this, your gift will make room for you, your imagination will guide you, and your faith will sustain you. Keep walking. The life you were created for is already waiting.